We're here. It's Michele Stone with Claudia Dose. We are both I'm waiting for
Better?
waiting for people to come in and say hello. And let me.
Oh, I need the other one too.
There we go. All right. We're here. Okay, so we're live. And it's you and I, and we're doing our things. All right, you want to wait a couple of minutes for people to come in? What supplies are you using today, Claudia? What supplies are you using? What supplies? I have colored pencils. I have my gel pens. That's and a highlighter. I don't even know why I have a highlighter. And I was inspired. I was just at a gallery locally here with I had an artist date with one of my artist friends over here, and we went to a museum, and then we went and had lunch, and then we went to another gallery. And so I was inspired by a piece that was there. So I'm gonna do more circles today. But what kind of art supplies did you bring?
I go with my trusted
Your
watercolors.
watercolors, perfect.
And then I have a box of new things.
Oh yes, those are so yummy. Do you want to talk about them?
Yeah, they're really yummy. Ink tents,
Mm-hmm.
blocks. I love them. They're new. And then I have the old and trusted pens of all sorts and sentiments and brushes and things. So
Perfect. Did you make that cup, or was that cup made for you?
it's broken. I tried to fix it, but
Did you do the kintsugi?
it doesn't do anymore. So I loved it so much, I just decided to use it for this now.
Yeah,
It has a second life that way.
has a second life. Did you do the kintsugi?
The what?
The kintsugi, like the Japanese. I think it's the Japanese art of like when.
No, I didn't have any gold. I did the ordinary glue it together with glue, which did not do very well because there were some parts missing and just kind of
Yeah.
didn't quite it went for a while and then we decided no.
Yeah.
That's a new cup.
I sometimes I use like the glitter glue. I don't use like this kind of glue when I do the kintsugi.
Oh, does it hold it? You can dishwash it and all that?
Oh, I'm not putting it in the dishwasher. I'm just,
See.
using it to put stuff in.
That's the ultimate test. Does it still go in the dishwasher? If it doesn't,
Okay. Yeah. I'm probably never gonna do kintsugi that goes in the dishwasher. So we've got a couple of people here. So if you're here and you're watching us, this is what my name's Michele Renee Stone. I am a therapeutic art life coach and a curator and an artist who lives over here in Florida. And we do this, Claudia and I do this live intuitive class once a month on the first Tuesday evening of every month at 7 p.m. And so, Claudia Dose, would you please introduce yourself and talk a little bit about who you are?
I am an artist that paints in intuitive, acrylic, sometimes portraits, anything that's kind of intuitively comes to mind. Yeah. And I also have an art class on Saturday mornings, every second Saturday, in the same theme.
So the intuitive art.
Just relaxing, a little bit meditation, kind of what we're doing here.
Like what we're doing here, but I think yours is a little bit more private. You have to be
Right.
to sign up to your newsletter and do so it's by Zoom. It's not live where anybody can just kind of jump on.
Yeah, because we also have like a share afterwards and everything that happens there stays there. So not like YouTube.
Yeah, where YouTube is just, where
Yeah,
anybody can kind of jump on and say whatever it is that they want. So if you're new here and you're just jumping on right now, go ahead and tell us where you're from.
right.
So we are, this is an art class, an intuitive art class. I'm going to do a meditation in a couple of minutes. And if you have paper and any kind of art supplies, whether colored pencils, watercolor, markers, pens, you name it, go ahead and grab that because we'll do an exercise in a couple of minutes. And then we'll go from there. So, and
Mhm.
if you're just watching this, if you're watching this as a rerun and you or like, after the live and you like what we're doing, go ahead and put in the comments replay and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And you could also subscribe to Claudia's channel. I'll go ahead and put that in the comments a little bit later on, or in the description later on. So all right, are you ready, Claudia? Yeah, awesome. All right, so we're gonna do a meditation. Idea of what I'm going to talk about, but we'll see what happens.
That's usually when the best comes out. Yeah,
I know,
totally.
right? Okay. So go ahead and close your eyes and get yourself situated in your chair. Make sure that your feet are flat on the ground, flat on the floor, and that you're kind of tuning into your body. And so there's going to be some long pauses as I kind of dive deep into my meditations. Um, so just kind of go there with me. And so we're going to start off with our breath, breathing in, holding it at the top, and release. When we release, we can just release out of our mouth. We can breathe in through our nose, our nostrils, and breathe out. And as we're breathing, we're just focusing on our breath right now. Hold it at the top. And one more. And just as we're thinking and we're breathing in, give yourself a little smile like the Mona Lisa smile. Hold it at the top. Because as we smile, it sends a message to our body that we are content. And so all disturbing thoughts, negative thoughts, all things that worry us uh, tend to melt away when we're smiling because our body's like, no, we're happy. And so I just want to focus on, let's imagine that our spine is extending down into the earth like a tree branch that's going down into the ground, and it's kind of branching out like roots, searching for the warmth of the magma that's underneath the ground. Allowing ourselves to feel stabilized by Mother Earth, knowing that Mother Earth is there for us and all of nature and all of everyone here. on the planet, all of us humans, all of us animals, all living beings. Feeling satiated with the nutrients and the love, just really grounded. And as our spine is extending down inside the earth, feel how sturdy the ground feels underneath our feet. Feeling stabilized and secure. Now we're going to come back up to the base of our spine and slowly walk up our vertebrae inside of our spine, up through our lower back and then our mid back into the shoulders. I'm hearing peacocks in the background. I don't know if you hear them, so that's why I'm laughing. So keep climbing up the vertebrae in our spine, up to our neck, up to the top of our head, and then open up our third eye, our crown chakra. Open that up to the universe, to extend our energy out into the universe, to the all-knowing, to source energy. Just keep extending up and up and up into the universe. And feel that all-knowingness. Keep going as high as you can go. Allow your energy to feel, to I'm feeling like this tingling sensation of just all knowing, just expansive energy, the realm of ultimate possibilities, endless possibilities. Earlier today, I was with an artist who and allow for the energies of the universe and the energies of Mother Nature to combine and swirl together inside of our cells, inside of our body. And as we offer our sense of gratitude, we start to come back into ourselves, back into ourselves and ourselves, back in through our crown chakra, and back down to inside of our bodies, and then our spine. Bring that back up, out from the ground, back into our tailbone. Allow everything to kind of mingle together and nurture ourselves, our souls, our bodies. Our time here together. And so we're going to come back into the room, and I'm going to count to 5. When we get to 1, we'll open up our eyes. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Mhm. Okay, so Claudia and I are here, and we are going to thank you for being part of that meditation. Um, I know it's one of the shorter ones, but I just kind of felt the need to bring those two energies together. So, Claudia and I are going to do an intuitive part of our monthly class, and so go ahead and grab a piece of paper and some art supplies, whatever art supplies you have. I have colored pencils. I've got my mixed media notebook. I have gel pens. I do have some water here, some watercolors, and different pens and different things. And so we're just going to do an intuitive art class. And so that's where the meditation came from, is just kind of presencing our body. And so go ahead and we're going to move our cameras so we can start to do that. So all right, go ahead and do that. So grab your art supplies and go ahead and do that with us, okay? I can remember how to. There we go. So here is. I'm gonna go that way.
Oui.
And I feel like doing a bunch of circles today with maybe some Zentangle on the outside of it. We'll see what this looks like. So I encourage you, whoever you are, if anyone's part of here at the moment, to do this intuitive aspect with us. It's just the idea of being present within ourselves, because quite often we're just so busy doing things and doing things.
Doing a mandala thing.
Circles together. And what has come to me today as I was preparing for this is to do like Zentangle on the outside and do a bunch of colors on the inside. So what are you feeling today, Claudia? Okay. I think lately, um, Claudia and I have been doing trainings that are a little bit deeper that you can't really like get into, you know, for an hour here on YouTube. So I wasn't sure I wanted to do anything like that. Um, so I'm just gonna. There's no rhyme or reason as to why I'm doing the circles. Well, I liked the circles that I saw earlier today, so I decided to do that. But there's no like rhyme or reason as to what colors I'm choosing. And usually I do watercolor, but today I decided I want to do primarily colored pencil. So I encourage you to color along with us in whatever way that you want to.
Swish. Quench, quench.
What? What, Claudia?
Quench, quench.
Oh, oh, my colored pencils.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what supplies are you using today, Claudia?
Hmm? I'm not
What's
sure.
the
I'm just still playing with the forms first and drawing first. And then I see.
There you go.
Seems like ages I haven't made something mandala. Kind of
Yeah.
sorts. Mm. I think you were talking about the Sahasra chakra did that.
You think what?
You were talking about the Sahasra chakra did that.
The which chakra?
Sahasra chakra
Is that what you call it? Is that the top one or the bottom one?
at the top one.
Sahasrara?
What is it called?
I don't know that word, so that's really interesting to me. So thank you. So if you're just now joining in and we're doing a live, we are, Claudia and I are doing intuitive art. So we're just on here live, just spending some moments together, just creating whatever feels right to us at the moment. Claudia, that's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. No, that's not the color I want.
It's so loud.
I'm sorry, it's so
Is that
loud.
right next to the microphone?
It's just my colored pencil was in my jar. It's really
Wow.
oops. Trying to be quiet now.
Yeah. So I guess I started with the strongest color.
Oh, yes.
Primary colors.
Mm-hmm.
With the primary colors.
Yes.
Wet and wet, yes.
There you go. All right. So I've got that. And then I think I have these woodies. What colors are you gravitating to right now, Claudia?
It looks like the primary colors here.
Mm-hmm.
Must be the bright sunny day outside.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
What's the name of that song? The Bright Sunshiny Day.
Hmm?
There's a song that goes, "The bright sunshiny day." I can't. Is it Al Green? Who is it? I don't know. I can hear it in my head. I just can't sing it because I don't know the lyrics. And I'm not the best singer in the world either. So
Are you one of these people when you have like a line you can sing the song all right, like all the way through?
no, that would be my son. He is phenomenal with that. I taught him well, but I just probably because I can't. He's
Because
he's one of those that like
we have somebody here who does that.
really.
Oh, every sentence she knows the song.
Oh gosh,
It's so cool.
that's got to be amazing. I was at a market on Sunday, and I've been trying to think of this song for months. And this guy plays it. He was playing music, and he played it, and I walked right up to him. I was like, "Can you tell me what song that is?" Because I've been trying to remember the song for months and I couldn't. And he told me, so I was like, "Oof!" So now I can play it. I can add it to my playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those like bright. It's a Cantaloupe by I think it's called US3, and it's just like a happy song. There's no lyrics to it, um, but it's one of those songs that makes me happy.
Do you like painting to music more than you like painting to silence?
I absolutely love painting to music more than I do with silence. Yeah. What about you?
And I know someone who paints to movies.
To movies.
Yeah, not watching them, but just listening to them in the background, like old movies.
Interesting.
Interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I usually have silence, but sometimes I play instrumental
Mm-hmm.
music.
I've been listening to, I forget his name, but he's the cellist for Pentatonics.
Hmm.
And he beatboxes to playing the cello. And I downloaded a bunch of his music lately, and so that's kind of fun to listen to because he does a lot of like um I love Baroque, and he plays because it's a cello, it feels very Baroque. Um what's and but he beatboxes to it, and so it's a ton of fun. Do you know who
Hmm?
Do you know who Pentatonics is?
No, I don't have any idea.
They are an a cappella group. It's five people. I think it's three men and two women. I forget. Definitely more men than women, and they all have like their own vocal range. And but they typically don't have any music, any instruments playing. It's just only their vocal boxes.
Mm-hmm. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'll send you some later. Can you hear that?
No,
Oh, all right.
in the
There's
background. I
peacocks.
think at least.
There's peacocks right outside my bedroom, or right
Oh my
outside my
God.
window. And so,
Bring them in. Bring them in. Give them a pen and pencil.
no, ma'am, not bringing them in.
Would they
Nope.
come in if you let them?
They probably would, because I have been known to feed them,
Oh dear.
which probably shouldn't be saying. Um, but I'm not, no, because their claws. Oh my goodness, their claws are like really strong and very it's that this one male has completely obliterated another male's feathers, like plumage. It's
Hmm.
so I'm like, okay.
It's almost like
Not
an eagle or something.
almost like what?
Like an eagle.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Is that because they have to for defense, so they can defend themselves, or for fighting amongst each other? Mhm.
So I initially started with colored pencils, but then I came in and I did these. They're called woodies, um, which are like watercolor pencils that you can come in and you can fill in, and then you come back in and fill it in with your brush. Yeah, no, the peacocks are, I mean, they're beautiful to look at, and but I just didn't realize how ruthless they are with with one another. No, it's so funny. I'm like, what in the world is happening? And they're just they don't play nice at all.
I thought that about hummingbirds too. They're kind of really territorial. And
Really?
yeah,
Hummingbirds?
and you think they're such gentle birds. They seem so quiet and sweet. But they really hug each other when they want to defend their water pot or their honey pots. It's
Huh.
amazing.
That's interesting. I had no idea. Oops. Did not clean all the green out of all the red out of that. Hmm. I have this phrase that I've been using for years and stopped using it for a while. Now it's kind of coming back up in my periphery, and it's the whole concept of that we can do anything for 15 to 20 minutes, and if we do just 20 minutes worth of art a day, that it helps clean the residue of our psyche. And so I'm like, doodle the phrase, I don't know if you've heard me use it, Claudia, but it's like doodle the residue of your day away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd forgotten about it up until recently, and so I'm starting to use it again. Just because, if you do art 20 minutes a day, just something like this, something intuitive, where you just kind of play and allow yourselves to just explore without any like real intention of what's to happen next. It it helps like calm your mind and allow you to focus and allow you to de-stress.
Brings us back to our childhood in some ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
And also, there's a place where there's no right and wrong in this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there
When,
is no right or wrong in this.
when your
There's
rest
no like,
of your
oh, it
day,
has to be done this way. Oh,
and the rest of your day is full of right and wrongs. I got that wrong. Like me in the sofa
Claudia is
house.
actually beautiful,
At least here we're safe.
right?
So we can play.
Yep. With no preconceived notions of the outcome.
So, do
Mm.
you usually start with an idea and then think about what medium to use and then go from form to color or from color to form or go from color to form to idea?
When you and I are doing these kinds of classes, I typically go in completely blind
Yeah.
and just explore. Today, because I went to that art museum with my friend, and then after we went to the museum, and then I visited a gallery that I know, something inspired me.
Mm. And that lingered with
Actually,
you.
something that they and so I was like, you know what? I That's kind of what I want to base my thought process on today.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And so, but it's also been kind of a combination because you and I have been doing different classes for the last, I don't know, how long have we been doing this? Has it been, it's been several months, right? Didn't we definitely started this.
I think so, yeah, beginning end of last year. Mhm.
Say it one more time.
Let me guess, it was abstract,
Other
an
things.
abstract museum.
I went to the Woodard Museum earlier today, which is an African American museum here in St. Petersburg. And then afterward, then I went to another gallery where my friend uh, is a curator, but she's also an artist. And she is a potter. And she does a lot of pottery, but she also has, the artist that I went with, um, is a painter and also has recently in the last couple of years decided to become a potter as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of an interesting combination of different things. Um,
Do they do traditional pottery or more art?
um, the friend that the artist that I went with, she focuses more on space, and so hers are more like cylinders and circles and things like that, where the other one is she does more traditional. She does a lot of um urns, or like plates of different kind of art. And but her gallery has pottery, it has paintings, it has jewelry, um lots of different things in it. And so the piece that I'm thinking about was a tile piece, and it had all these different elements in it, and so it inspired me, like the circles, it had circles in it, and it had like these wavy, because like the lines that I'm doing right now, the fact that I just gave this a border is more of a zentangle kind of concept. And so me coming in a, with just
Mm,
different design stuff, that's where I was.
I see.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
where I
that's
was
good to know.
inspired. Yeah. Didn't you just have, or didn't recently just have an art show in your part of the world?
Open studio. We opened the studios in Damascus.
Mm-hmm.
Open studio, and that was fun
So
because
what?
we got to meet all the people coming, and it's so much
Yeah.
to meet people that to talk about your art and what they think about it, and
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
What did you get out of that experience?
Um, Different things from on different levels, but one revelation is, and not really a revelation, I've seen this before, is that sometimes people see my paintings with a total different story. Like I don't even like to like maybe a title, right? But then there
Mhm.
is kind of a story behind it that I have. But I like people to develop their own stories for their paintings.
Right.
And it was quite amazing to see because my co-artist in the studio was encouraging me to write some stories more on the paintings. So on a few of them I did. And then
Mhm.
some people came up with completely different stories, which was really interesting. And I could totally go for that story too. It was really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's interesting to see like different perspectives. When we went to the museum earlier today, there were a bunch of people who, like a bunch of different artists that were there, and some they knew the stories and some they didn't. Um, and the things that I was coming up with were a different interpretation from what the story was, which was really interesting.
Because we all see with different eyes, with different background stories. And I like that. I like how it inspires our own stories, somebody's own story to come out.
Yeah,
Memories, things they have experienced.
yeah, because everyone has their own different perspective, their own different like life experience. I
So,
found that a lot of the people who see my go ahead.
so different, but we're kind of having a similar concept. You're also going more into detail now than I do, too.
I love your piece.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Not
That's
sure
a
if I love it,
yeah.
but
I
surely developed into something interesting.
I
I did not expect. And here I am painting with markers now. Stinky.
really rarely do this much Zentangle, but I've been really enjoying the process of Zentangle lately.
Mm-hmm. I think you're also teaching. Don't you also have
Hmm.
classes with that?
Yeah, I did one a couple of months, a couple of what was it? It was the 20th of last month. I did some Zentangle.
Mm-hmm. That's local. That's in your
Oh yeah,
area.
I did. It was a yeah. You're right. It was a local class. I have another class coming up. I've got a bunch of classes coming up. I have a class coming up locally. Um, it's like a wine and paint kind of class. Later on this month. It's the third Tuesday. I'll put the details in the description. And then I have my webinar where I'm helping artists um, become more visible and create their art careers, like new artists, new people who are emerging, who have questions, trying to figure out um, their style, like how to emerge into the art scene, what that looks like, fill out the paperwork. Um, And I've been doing that for, 17 years now. So that'll be the last Friday of the month at 8 p.m. You have to sign up. My link tree is in my description on my main page on my YouTube. So that'll be up there soon.
You broke up.
When is your next art class? When is your next art class coming up?
In 2 weeks again on a Saturday, like every second Saturday.
The second Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, developed into a nice little rhythm of making, relaxing, creating, hanging out together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, on my website. It's actually right on the website when you come in. Yeah. There's a little banner. I have to make a bit of noise here. My battery is running low. I did not. It would take that much battery, but YouTube does. Video does. I'll just plug it in here. There you go. That's lower.
How are you coming along?
Good.
Okay. It's going to take me a while to kind of finish this, so if you're done before me, I can go ahead and finish.
Oh, time is up already. Oh my god. Time's up.
Mm-hmm. Say it again. Oh, time's up.
It's amazing how much you can make and do and create, and suddenly time is gone so quickly, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Before you know it, you're like, wait, what? What just happened?
Why? What happened?
Just has this beautiful way of providing almost a meditation.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh wow, what are you painting around the outside?
Sure. That just happened. I didn't do that. Yeah. Wow, that came out really interesting. Hmm. Oh, this way, that. Okay, it's a leg. Trying to put it in the right direction because it's kind of hard to see which way it goes.
Oh yeah. Well, you have yours coming from like directly above, and mine is is a little bit. Um, Mine's not.
It's soothing to watch. It really is soothing to watch you. Just that, huh?
Just this little part. It's soothing to watch.
Yeah, it's so soothing to just watch you. I'm finished with mine. So I'm just watching you. So cool.
Oh, okay.
Huh. It does have
Thank you.
a strong African sort of feel to it. Now that you said
Mine
it,
does.
it does now. Yeah, the black and white, the coloring. Nice.
Hmm.
I like that.
That's
When
interesting.
I
I hadn't thought.
when I was living in Australia, I also somehow absorbed a couple of the elements there from the what was around me. Kind of nice having that, being that open.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. Um, not everybody can do that. Be that receptive.
What's that pen you're using?
It's one of those. It's a Micron 08.
Hmm.
It's a.
Nice and
It's
thick.
one of.
08 is nice and thick, huh?
Well, there's different ones. Like this one is an 01, and it's really really thin. So I like to do the 08 because I want to be able to see it, and I want other people to be able to see it
Hmm.
too. I've got a bunch more to do, so if you want to, because we've been on here for an hour, if you want to, I can go ahead and finish it later.
Mm.
What do you think?
I have to finish off now.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and bring mine back up. So there we go. So I'm glad that whoever has been staying with us, thank you so much for staying with us. And uh, I don't know, I don't think there's a way for other people to share their art with us. But you know what? You're there, Claudia. I'm going to put mine here so I can at least have a picture. There we go. So I at least have a picture of it. But yeah, thank you for doing this with me, Claudia. Do you want to share about your classes one more time, or how people can find you?
Oh, and then my website, which you probably put into. Oh, that's nice. You did it in next to each other. Cool.
Hmm.
I'm just seeing that. Um, my website is claudiadose.com, which is also probably going to be in the description. And when you get there will be a banner announcing it right when you come in. And then if
Yeah.
not in the menu, like classes or something, I don't remember what I labeled it under.
Yeah, and you also have a YouTube channel too, where you've got different videos, which is
Yeah,
under Claudia Dose
not bad. I
YouTube.
that.
But you're building it. Everybody has to start somewhere, right? Like I started years ago with
Yeah,
one at a time and one at
you've been
a time.
so many, very inspirational. I have hardly any. No, not much on video. Yeah.
but it's, it's all step by step.
Yeah.
So, and then I also have, so I do this, Claudia and I do this particular class the first Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Four?
I think it
Is
was
it
3
four?
p.m. 3 p.m. my time.
Okay. 4 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
my time.
That's
So
Pacific.
there's
That's
that.
Pacific time on my side here. And you are on the East Coast, so that's Eastern time, American time.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And so there's that. So then the last Friday of every month at 8 p.m. I have a webinar on how to help artists become more visible, how to grow their artist my entire life. And Claudia and I are both therapeutic. We're both certified in therapeutic as a therapeutic art life coach. And so we've got that kind of information going on, that kind of knowledge. And so both of us are coaches. If you're interested in either one of us to work with either one of us to learn more about art, more about yourselves, more about your practice. What else? What other things can we share?
Or just relax and tune into your creative, you know, spirit inside. A lot of us kind of are disconnected from it, but it's there for everyone. It's not gone.
Mhm.
Everybody has it. And I'm happy to help people discover it again and tap into it again because I think it's important in so many ways, not just if you want to be a painter, but for any kind of life situations, creativity is important. There's many studies about that.
Absolutely. And Claudia, you are bilingual, so you speak English and German. So if anyone is here who has any German friends who could use this as practice, go by all means do that. I do speak a little bit of Spanish, and so I could probably get by with a class.
I'm
But you're
starting.
fluent. You and I are both still studying the Spanish part, but yeah. So if anyone comes across this and is interested, please feel free to reach out to us. I do have a link tree, so you can find all kinds of. I have freebies on my link tree, and Claudia has all kinds of. She's got a free book on her website, and so yeah, we're here to support you.
Sounds
So if
lovely
anybody has,
having a link tree with all sorts of goodies on it. I can see them like hanging off it.
right, it's a tree with.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Sure.
awesome. All right. Well, we're going to sign off for now. So please, we'll be here again next month, the first Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. So we look forward to seeing you
And
then.
the way to
All
join
right.
is just
And
to follow your channel, and there'll be announcements. And if you, I think, sign up before, then they will notify you at the time. I think that's how it works. Right.
that's correct.
All right.
Awesome.
See you
All right.
again. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.